A very good afternoon. This is Lunchtime News coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Joel Outscoon. We start off with a look at the headline-making stories for this afternoon. SLFP will oppose proposed constitutional amendment if it is introduced as an emergency bill. Stance of the opposition leader. President Maithripala Sirisena meet Queen Elizabeth II in London. Mahinda Amarveera and Jagat Pushpakumar arrived at the Bribery Commission. Top-level drug dealer arrested with 5 kilograms of heroin. And on sports, Kumar Sangakkara rewrites record books, scoring 4th consecutive ODI century. Let's now take a look at these stories in details.
President Maithripala Sirisena, who is on an official visit to the UK in line with the Commonwealth Day celebrations, marks the final day of his tour today. He's due to meet Queen Elizabeth II today. Meanwhile, a special discussion got underway yesterday between President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister David Cameron. A number of topics were discussed during this meeting. Touching on the tour of the President, I can say that it has been thus far a very successful tour. The President was welcomed with open arms at all functions that he graced. A special note that needs to be stated is that the new approach taken by the current government was praised by many political representatives of various countries. President Maithripala Sirisena is due to arrive in the island this evening.
A top-level drug dealer with 5 kilograms and 14 grams of heroin has been arrested in Negombo. The suspect was arrested subsequent to a raid conducted by the Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau. The investigation was carried out by the Director of the Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau, SSP Kamal Silva, under the direct supervision of Senior DIG of the Western Province, Pooji Jayasundara. According to the police, the suspect in connection has been involved in this trade since 1990. Further investigations have been launched in connection to the incident by the Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau. A group of opposition MPs lodged a complaint at the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption today to lodge a complaint against the Governor of the Central Bank. Meanwhile, MP Sergeant Newsfirst.lk did not arrive at the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption today, though he was summoned for a statement. The Commission said that the MP had notified them that he is unable to be present before the Commission, citing an illness. MP Sergeant Newsfirst.lk has noted that he will appear before the Bribery Commission tomorrow. The Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption notes that during the past 2.5 months, a total of 1,000 complaints have been lodged with the Commission. Now, the Director General of the Commission, Dilrukshi Das Vikramasinghe, says most complaints are pertaining to politicians and high-ranking government officials. However, initial inquiries into most reported cases have revealed that these cases do not fall under the Corruption Act.
The Director General of the Commission notes that a mechanism has been established to investigate these complaints. She added that these complaints will be directed to 3 commissioners and invalid cases will be closed. Meanwhile, the Commission calls on the public to bring any valid information on bribery or corruption to their attention. Complaints could be directed via email and via phone number 076 70 11 954. The number again is 076 70 11 954. The Director General of the Commission adds that swift measures will be taken on the complaints. Meanwhile, due to the lack of staff of the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption, 16 police detectives have been assigned there.
Opposition leader Nimal Suripala de Silva says the SLFP will oppose the proposed amendment to the Constitution if it is tabled in Parliament as an urgent bill. Speaking at a media briefing in Colombo, the opposition leader noted the SLFP would take a firm decision if the amendment is introduced as an urgent bill.
The Sri Lanka Freedom Party is completely against the proposed amendment to the Constitution if it is tabled in Parliament as an urgent bill. So we request the government to table the amendments to the Constitution as a normal bill rather than an urgent bill and provide a certain time frame so that this matter can be taken up for debate amongst the public. Because there are around 3 months more for these electorates to be dissolved. So we can use this time frame to ascertain through the people to identify if tabling this as an urgent bill marks democracy in the country. If so, we will have to take a decision on whether or not we will support this program.
A senior superintendent of police, 3 superintendents of police and 21 assistant superintendents of police have been transferred due to service requirement. Acting police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara said that 6 OICs have also been transferred. For more information on this, we have now with us ASP Ruwan Gunasekara.
On order of Secretary to the Public Peace, Disaster Management and Christian Affairs, 1 SSP, 3 SPs and 21 ASPs have been transferred with immediate effect. And also 6 OIC stations have been transferred on order of IGP with immediate effect.
According to the acting police media spokesperson, operations are still underway to find the worker who went missing and is feared buried after a storage tank at a dal factory in Pattivilla colony collapsed last night. One other person was also injured in the accident and was admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. According to an employee, around 70 containers of imported dal were stored in each tank. The police said the suspect, who was a worker, was trapped under the stocks when the tank collapsed. The second phase of the 175th workshop of the Newsfirst classroom program, which is organized with the objective of enhancing the media literacy and leadership skills among school students, is currently underway at the Halyala National School.
Day 2 of the workshop will see students being taught on leadership. The workshop is being held with the participation of senior officials of Newsfirst and MTV MBC networks.
මේ කියලා දෙන්න දේවල් ඉතා හොඳින් හුම්කම් දෙන්න ජීවිතයට එකතු කරගන්න ඒක තමයි අපි නිවුස් ෆර්ස්ට් හැටියට අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට මෙන්න මේ පාර්ශව සම්බන්ධ කරලා දෙන එක.
Group Director of the Capital Maharaj Organisation Limited, S.C. Veerasekara, and Finance Director of MAS Holdings, Ruwan Karagala, were the chief guest for the workshop. A religious program was also held in line with the 175th Newsfirst workshop.
මේ සම්භාවනා වැඩසටහන එම මාතිකාවෙන්
An event was held to present compensation to the families who lost their loved ones abroad or whose loved ones were handicapped while abroad.
වසරේ සිදුවුණු සිදුවීම් වලට අදාළ ඒ හෝ සමහර සිදුවීම්කට කලින්
We compensated a total amounting to 14 million rupees pertaining to incidents reported last year. We believe that just by compensating the members of these families, all aspirations are not fulfilled. We know that just by compensating a disabled individual, it does not solve all issues that he or she encounters. But the only thing that we could do is to compensate these individuals as soon as possible according to the rules of the country. Obtaining this money is not an easy task. The reason is because while abroad, these individuals have been attached to several companies and institutions.
මේ මුදල් ලබා ගැනීම සරල දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. විවිධ ආයතනවල විවිධ රටවල විවිධ තත්ත්වයන් යටතේ මේ මියගිය අය තුවාල ලැබුව අය සේවය කළ තියෙන නිසා.
Minister of Power and Energy Partili Champika Ranavika states that energy conservation should not be transformed into a political joke.
The event took place to present awards to the winners of the energy conservation competition that was held under the Energy Conservation Program 2012.
අපි පසුගියදා පෙට්‍රල් මිල අඩු කළා. අපි හිතුවා ඒ පෙට්‍රල් මිල අඩු කළාම මේ
We reduced the price of petrol. We assume that you will utilize the money spent on petrol for something else. Now we see the usage of 95 octane petrol has increased by 50%.
රවුම් ගහලා වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ඇගේ බිල අඩු වෙලා නැහැ. මොකද අපි බිල අඩු කරේ 120කින් පමණ.
We reduced the bill to around 20%. Consumption has increased to around 50%. At the end, no money is saved. That is not a good sign. We became bankrupt due to the waste in energy consumption. Now this energy consumption cannot be made a political joke. This is not a short-term need, but an essential long-term process for the nation.
පමණක් නෙවෙයි දිගු කාලීනව ජාතියකට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය ක්‍රියාවලියක්.
Minister of Health Dr. Rajendra Senaratne states that he will uphold professional respect and engage in a brand of politics that will give priority to the nation. He made this statement at an event held in Berula.
The event took place to declare open the new technology laboratory at the DSN Nayaka College in Berula.
Even though we became doctors, we did not desecrate the profession for politics. We did justice to our profession. We helped the people. We managed to balance our medical profession with politics. We did not neglect any of this. We are still engaged in politics, but our main priority is the country. Our main focus is the people of the nation.
On that note, we wrap up lunchtime news for today. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Joel Outspoon. But remember, you can keep abreast of these stories and much more on our website, www.newsfirst.lk. Have yourself a great evening ahead.